Giannis worth more than LeBron? Nah.
4, 5, 6, 4, 5.
5.
What's up, everybody? This is Rob from Filth Mob Breaks, and today we're running through a list of the top 5 most expensive single cards ever sold in history. This video was updated on October 3rd, 2020, so if you're watching this video after that date, then it's possible this list has changed. Now, let's get it started. Number 5. Coming in at number 5 on this list, King James's 2003-2004 Upper Deck Exquisite Collection Rookie Patch Autograph, sold on July 18, 2020, and started with a bid of $150,000. This auction had 34 bidders and resulted with a final price of $1.8 million. The seller was a venture capitalist from Silicon Valley named Bill Lee, who bought the card back in January of 2015 for $95,000. How's that for a come up? This card came from Upper Deck's Exquisite Collection, which made thousands of sports collectors balk at the idea that they need to pay $500 for a pack. But if you think Bill Lee made out, if you bought a $500 pack back then, the last one that sold was on June 22nd, which was almost $26,000. And right now on eBay, the asking price, $50,000. I mean, if that sale goes through, that's a 10,000% return. Not too shabby. Number 4. Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo?
Antetokounmpo.
The 2013-2014 National Treasures Logo Man 1 of 1 with the NBA patch sold for a record-breaking $1.857 million. This broke the record for the most expensive basketball card ever sold, dethroning King James after only holding the top spot for a little over 2 months. This card market is crazy, but even crazier is back in 2014, this card was actually returned to a seller on eBay because it had a little yellow stain on it.
Mustard!
Number 3. 1952 Topps Mickey Mantle signed and graded with a PSA Mint 9 grading, sold on April 19th, 2018 for $2.88 million. This is the only card in the countdown which was not sold on Golden Auctions platform, but on Heritage Auctions after 22 bids. This is one of only 6 Mantles that have a rating of PSA 9, and what's nuts is that there's actually 3 Mantles that are rated 10. The seller of this card was former NFL offensive lineman Evan Mathis, and it was sold to finance a new house for his family in Tennessee. You traded a card for a house? Since then, Evan has been flipping cards full time until December of 2019 when a scandal broke out accusing Evan of trimming cards. Number 2. The Holy Grail of sports cards collecting, a 1909-11 T206 white border Onus Wagner PSA 5 was sold by Golden Auctions on October 1st, 2016. This sale held the record for the most expensive card until number 1 on this countdown beat it in 2020. This is the oldest card on this list, and it sold for a whopping $3.12 million, which is actually $2 million less than what Golden Auctions actually expected. This card has been dubbed the Jumbo Wagner because of its unusually large borders due to a miscut when it was originally printed. With its large borders, you can hypothetically trim out a perfect standard size T206, potentially resulting in a PSA 9 or 10, which does not exist. The rarity of this card stems from when the original manufacturer, American Tobacco Company, abruptly stopped production on the card, resulting in only about 50 to 200 cards ever being distributed. It's speculated that production stopped due to a contract dispute or because Wagner didn't want to promote tobacco use to children. Fun fact, prior to the sale, the most famous version of this card was the Gretzky Onus Wagner, which held the record when it sold for $2.8 million to Arizona Diamondbacks owner Ken Kendrick back in April 2011. The Gretzky Onus Wagner is the only other card rated higher than the Jumbo Wagner with a PSA grade of 8. Honestly, most expensive card of all time would be this card right now because in today's market, this will probably fetch at least $5 million. And the moment you've been waiting for. Number 1. 2009 Bowman Chrome Draft Prospects Mike Trout Superfractor 1 of 1 signed rookie card. Yet another golden auction sale, which ended on August 23rd, 2020 for a record-shattering price tag of $3.936 million. Wow. Now, the seller of this card is the same seller who sold the previously held number 5 spot, Mike Trout Red Refractor, Vegas Dave. So the story goes that Dave comes back into sports collecting in 2018, and he sees this card sitting idly on eBay for $500,000 from a seller in Taiwan. After a couple of back and forths, he ends up buying the card for $400,000, and then he goes on a buying spree, buying out every refractor he could find, ending up with 1 of the red refractors, 8 of the orange refractors, and this superfractor. So he ends up selling the red refractor in May of 2020 for over $900,000, automatically securing the minimum bid of $1 million for this superfractor that he only spent $400,000 on. This blew everybody's expectation, even surpassing the Onus Wagner. To Dave's credit, he explicitly predicted this back in his 2018 video, stating,
"It was listed for $500,000, and I bought it for $400,000. And now, after I bought the card, I've had offers up to $1 million cash for it, and I won't sell it. To me, the card will be worth $5 to $10 million.
So you could double your investment right now.
I could more than double, and I won't do it.
You could double your investment before you have even made the first payment.
Correct.
You're not going to do it.
Well, there's no payment. Yeah, just buy.
So what are you going to wait until?
Card just sold for $2.8 million at Mickey Mantle a couple months ago. I like breaking records, so I won't sell it for less than $3 million.
Hey, so what I don't understand is, after Last Dance, how is Jordan not on this list? I mean, how did Jordan's game-used sneakers that were featured in the documentary worth less than any of these cards? Like, there's a movie promoting those kicks. Ay, ay, ay. I guess this is proof that we're headed in the direction where cards will hold the highest price in sports memorabilia. I mean, so my advice, get them packs. Join the break. Cause hey, you never know.